Hello everyone. So this is the video demonstration for my Arduino based game project. The project is basically a reaction based game which uses LEDs and a button to measure the user response time and accuracy. It basically includes two game modes, game mode 0 where the user has to catch the running lights, and the game mode 1 where the user identifies a randomly lit LED, and I'll explain the code how it works. So we begin by defining the constants for the LEDs and the buttons. Since we are using 6 LEDs and we connect them to the digital pins 22 to 27, and we also use a button and we connect it to the pin 28. Now I have assigned all these values as constants, and after that we initialize some game variables like score, speed and game mode. Now these will help control the flow of the game and manage the state of the LEDs. Then the setup function runs when the Arduino starts. Now here I have initialized the LEDs and the buttons by setting their pin mode. I have also initialized the serial monitor so that we can send and receive messages through it. Now let's dive into the game modes and explain how each one of it works. Game mode 0. So this part of the code turns off all the LEDs first, and then it turns on the LEDs at the LED index. The LEDs move back and forth across the strip. If the LED reaches the last LED, it changes the direction, moving back to the beginning. And after that we detect if the button has been pressed. If the player presses the button when the light is either at the first or the last LED. So we detect if the button has been pressed. If the player presses the button when the light is either at the last or the first LED, they score points. And then the game continues until the player reaches a score of 20 points. At that point, the game ends and a congratulations message appears. Now let's talk about game mode 1. In the game mode 1, a random LED lights up and the player must press the button corresponding number of times. For example, if the third LED lights up, the player has to press the button 3 times. And a random LED is selected and the player has 1 second to press the button, the correct number of times based on the LED index. After the time window has ended, the game checks if the number of presses matches the LED index. If that is correct, the player earns the point, and if not, they lose the points. Additionally, the game also allows the players to change the speed. The speed can also be set to slow, medium or fast, and this determines how quickly the LEDs move. That's the complete explanation of my Arduino game project. Thank you. So now let's play the game mode 0, in which we have to catch the running lights. We'll press the button and that means so I have set the score to be greater than, if it's greater than 1, then I have won the game. My score was 5, so it printed a message, congratulations, you have won the game. Time was taken 5 seconds. And now let's play the game mode 1. So I identified the correct light. My score was more than 2 here. My score was 5. So I won this round 2. So that's how this game works.